Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a jar picks my TBR for July. So this jar is filled with a bunch of prompts, and those prompts are going to help me pick my TBR. Last month I did 6, and I am like 70% done with the 6th book right now, so I should finish it by the end of the month. So I think I'm gonna do 6 books again this month. So let's just get right into it. I really enjoyed doing this last month. It was my first time ever doing it, so we shall see. First prompt: a book under 300 pages. Okay, so my bookshelf, you can't see all the books, but the 3 bottom shelves of this bookshelf are my TBR. So let me look and see if I can find a book under 300 pages. Nope, that's 337. Man, this one's so close. It's 306 pages, but too long. So far, it's looking like this is our only option. Heaven is for real, but I'm gonna keep looking. This one is 301 pages. It's technically over, but it's so close that I might count it. Okay, I could also do the pregnancy project. This one is 216 pages. Or I could pick a poetry book, but I think I'll do a different one. So since I have 2 actual options that are under the 300 page mark, I'm gonna put this one back. That was 301 pages because technically it does not fit the prompt. So it is between the pregnancy project or Heaven is for real. Both of these don't sound like amazing to me, but I think I'll do Heaven is for real. Next prompt, let's see. A book with a repeating title. Okay, so I put this prompt in here before I read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, but I've read that book now, and I don't know if I have any other books with a repeating title. Let's see. Oh, just kidding, I do. I have Again. That is literally the only one I can do, so Again it is. Okay, third prompt. Let's see. Nope, I grabbed multiple. A book over 600 pages. So I got a book under 300 and a book over 600. Okay, let's see. I might only have one option. This is definitely not going to be 600 pages, is it? No. I think my only option is going to be Crescent City. Although I really wanted to wait to read this a little bit longer in between, because I just finished Throne of Glass like a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I wanted a little gap in between the 2 series. So I don't know if I want to read this one yet. I also have really been wanting to read Babel. I don't remember which way it's called, but I don't own that book. But I might do that one. Let me look up how many pages is in that book, and then just try to get it on Libby and listen to it. Because my best friend told me she would recommend listening to it because it's an intimidating book. How many pages is? Are you kidding me? It's 560 pages, so it's not even long enough. Dang. Let me see how long this one is. Not long enough. I found another option. This is called I Know This Much Is True. I don't remember what this is about. Let me read it. On the afternoon of October 12, 1990, my twin brother Thomas entered the Three Rivers, Connecticut Public Library, retreated to one of the rear study corrals, and prayed to God the sacrifice he was about to commit would be deemed acceptable. Oh. Okay. I love books about twins because I'm a twin. If you didn't know, I have an identical twin sister, so I love reading about twins. But that sounds interesting, and it is definitely over 600 pages. It is, oh my gosh, 897 pages. So I think I'm gonna add this one to the TBR instead of Crescent City because I'm just not ready to read Crescent City yet. I want to wait a little longer, so we're gonna hold off on that one. Since I'm adding a book that's 600 pages, I really don't know if I'll be able to finish all 6 of the books I'm gonna pick, but we shall see. Okay, a mystery or a thriller. I do have a couple. The AC. I have no idea how long the AC was going, so sorry if you heard it. It is very loud in this apartment, so I just turned it off. But these are the 2 that I immediately thought of. Lucy Foley, The Guest List, or Breathless, a thriller. Let me read them because I don't really remember what this one's about. An exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. The bride, the +1, the best man, the wedding planner, the bridesmaid. All have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. That does sound very good. What is this one about? There's a killer on the mountain. Journalist Cecilia Wong is in over her head. She's come to Manaslu, the 8th highest peak in the world, to interview internationally famous mountaineer Charles McVeigh. On the last leg of a record-breaking series of summits, she's given up everything for this story. Her boyfriend, her life savings, the peace she's made with her climbing failures in the past. But it's a career-making opportunity. It would finally put her life back on track. But when the climber dies in what everyone else assumes is a freak accident, she fears their expedition is in danger. And by the time a second climber dies, it's too late to turn back. Stranded on a mountain in one of the most remote regions of the world, she'll have to battle more than the elements in a harrowing fight for survival against a killer who is picking them off one by one. So that sounds really good too, but I think this one sounds more fun for summer. So I'm going to be adding The Guest List to my TBR. Okay, next prompt, that is 4 books, so I've got 2 more. The next prompt is buy a new book. Oh, I'm so excited. My husband's probably not going to be very happy about this, but I'll just have to send him a picture and be like, it is what it is. So I'm going to come back to this one because I'm not sure what book I want to pick yet. Send a picture to my husband. You know what I could do for it though? I pre-ordered Reckless, so that should be coming on the 2nd. So I could just do Reckless as the buy a new book. So I want to read that anyway, but I feel like I probably should actually buy a new book. Okay, we'll come back to this one. Okay, so the 6th book and final one. This one. A book with a purple cover. Interesting. This one's pink, so that won't work. I have a couple that are purple, but they're second books that are like books later in a series, and I haven't read the first book in the series, so I can't do that book yet. This is kind of purple. There's purple in it. I don't have one. Because all the ones that I have are, like, I have Finale. That's definitely purple, but I haven't even read Caraval yet. So I can't do that one. And then I also have the second Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants book, but I haven't read the first one, or it's been a really long time since I've read the first one, so. And this isn't really screaming purple to me. I am gonna redraw this prompt because I don't really have a purple one that will work. So we're just gonna try a different one. A book with a number in the title. Do I have one with a number in the title? The only one I have, 13 Things Mentally Strong People Do. I am not reading this. Not happening. Not right now. Time to redraw again, because I can't do that prompt right now either. So, I promise I'm not cheating. I just really don't have anything that I can do for those. A romance. This one I can do. I definitely can. Honestly, I think I'm going to do Love in Other Words. I don't fully know what this book is about, but I've heard amazing things. Setting into an ambitious, if emotionally diffused teen, work hard as a new pediatrics resident, plan her wedding to an older, financially secure man, keep her head down and heart tucked away, but when she runs into Elliot Petropoulos, the first and only love of her life, the careful bubbles she's constricted begins to dissolve. Once upon a time, Elliot was Macy's entire world, growing from her gangly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her heart open again, only to break it in the very night she declared his love for her. Told in alternating timelines between then and now, teenage Elliot and Macy grow from friends to much more, spending weekends and lazy summers together in a house outside San Francisco, devouring books, sharing favorite words, and talking through their growing pains and triumphs. I lost where I was. Oh, as adults, they have become strangers to one another until their chance reunion, although their memories are obscured by the agony of what happened that night so many years ago. Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence and will have to overcome the past and himself to retrieve the faith and the possibility of all-consuming love. Definitely romance. That sounds really good. That is being added to the TBR. I have to figure out what book I want to buy. My husband just sent me a cry laughing emoji to the prompt. Okay, let me go to Amazon. Let me look through my books wish list. Okay, some of the books on my wish list are books that I've already listened to, but they were audiobooks I borrowed from the library. So I don't have a physical copy of them, so that's why I have them on here. I said sorry, not sorry to my husband, and he goes, no, you're not. Very true. Okay. What could I do? Prison Healers one that I've seen that I wanted. When the Moon Hatched, but I feel like those both are more fantasy fall vibes, and in the summertime I love a good little romance, so I'm thinking, oh, Fate Inked in Blood I want. I'm tempted to get Funny Story because I really have been wanting to read Funny Story. But the thing is, all of the other Emily Henry books that I am going to own or have already are all going to be paperback. It would bother me to a T if all of the Emily Henry books that I had were paperbacks and then Funny Story was a hardback, and it's only out in hardback right now. So for that reason, I don't know if I want to buy it, but that is one that I'm tempted to get. Serpent in the Wings of Nights, From Blood and Ash, Legends and Lattes. Oh, I could do Just for the Summer. I have been wanting to read that book. I don't own any other Abby Jimenez books, but I have read some through Libby. Which ones have I read from her? I have read Yours Truly. That might be the only Abby Jimenez books that I've read, actually. Yeah, that's the only Abby Jimenez book that I've read. But I did like it, and I've heard really good things for Just for the Summer, and I want to read it. So that might be the one that I buy. A novel love story, that's out already. That did sound good. I think I'm just going to do Just for the Summer. $13.27, not too bad. Buy now. Okay, so I only have 5 of the books with me because obviously I had to order one, but these are the 5 that I have with me. Heaven is for Real. Again. I know this much is true. It's kind of intimidating. It's a thick book. The Guest List. Just for the Summer. It is coming tomorrow. Love in Other Words. That is my July TBR. Imagine Just for the Summer is in here too. But that is my 6 books I picked for July. I already read my book club book for when we meet in July, so I don't have to worry about that one. But we shall see. Come back at the end of the month to see if I have read all of these. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!